on, sun's back. We've had 2 days of rain. Just give you a quick chicken update and then show you a little problem we have. So we now have 14 little chicks who are soon going to want to be in a house of their own. Unfortunately, our current house has a couple of perches and can only fit about 12 of these. So I need to build somewhere that can accommodate 14 or 15 more chickens. So, since the storms have ruined the top of the greenhouse, we decided to build a new one, incorporating a tractor shed and a chicken run. Whoops. I've already set out a couple of pins, so we'll film the whole process. Keep it nice and simple. So now, on to our kitchen build. So, here we have it. Here's a shot from corner to corner. I'll put some photographs up. You can see what it was like beforehand. This is the same corner of the kitchen with a big wine tank in the corner, and you see right along the wall there's a feed trough for animals. This part of the house, which we've turned into a kitchen, was originally a barn for animals, and you can see the holes in the walls were probably for poles going across the room to keep hay above. It's a view of the door from the inside, obviously, and you see the animal trough on the feed trough on the right. So this is where we planned to put the new door. So as you can see, in my typical usual style, just start the job. Put some acro props to hold the existing stones up, built an archway with that, and this is the keystone which fits into that hole there. I made a former for the shape of the arch. Basically the same principle as building the moon gate, but this time I built it from the top down instead of the bottom up. So there's the doorway through to the lounge with the arch in the top. Then the door's fitted. And then comes the usual mess that Ange loves to clean up. She's great at it. She'll hate me for saying that as well. So this is now back into the what will be the kitchen, and looking again between the door to the lounge and the outside door. And you can see the state of the roof. So we replaced the whole roof from the whole house. We also dug up the whole floor. Most of the granite boulder that the whole house sits on was very close to the surface anyway. And here's a shot of me using white paint to set out the kitchen where we wanted it, to see how things feel. Oh, and while I was going through the photographs, a little shot of when we first got Boris, how small he was. So back to the door, pointing the wall now above the door, and another shot of the pointing nearly finished, and a beam going across the level of what we thought the ceiling would look nice at. And now just a rough mock-up of what the kitchen worktop, we just tried things to see how we thought they would work. it's always best to make a mock-up first and see how you feel with it. So instead of making all the kitchen cabinets out of chipboard like they usually are, I decided to make them out of a local brick called tijolo. So getting on with the framework here, the tijolo bit is nearly done. The rest of it is made out of sort of 4x3 timbers, and you know, this is another shot, basically the shape of what we wanted the kitchen to be. So here the worktops fitted. We got a quote from a local firm, basically 10 linear meters of worktop for the whole kitchen was just under €900 fitted. We couldn't say no to that, basically. And then we decided, strangely because the weather was forecasting rain, to take the roof off and replace that before we finished any more of the kitchen. So these are some of the chestnut and eucalyptus beams which held the rickety roof together. And this is where I've started to put the ceiling in with a higher, just below the roof, a higher ceiling. We thought it'd give the room a bit more volume and make it feel bigger than it actually is. The new cupboard doors we had made by a local firm, which were reasonably priced and yeah, exactly to the size that I asked them to make. And this is a view from inside of our old front door. And this is a view from the outside. So most doors on most of these granite places in Portugal are made of steel because it's cheap and they have the required skills to make them. This is a shot of our new cedar door from outside. It's a barn door, so it splits into two. And this is the door from the inside. Again, we had a local firm make this for us. We may alter it in the future. And then I put a porch on the outside to keep the rain off the door. We do actually get rain quite a lot in January, February. And then as planned, we decided to clad the tijolo brickwork in the kitchen with tongue and groove pine. And I literally just stuck it on with a good strong mastic directly onto the brickwork. So this is the breakfast bar we've created, which obviously looks onto the cooking area. An extractor over the kitchen hob, which I have yet to finish. I'm going to put a piece of cork around the pipe to hide the pipe. And there's the other corner. I think I've got a photo of that. I think I've got a photo of this wall. A wider angle. This is now the finished product. I'll put up some still shots of the building process of this. Also the door. I've not quite finished this either. I need to finish the section above the top. I've got some still shots of how I've built the archway, etc. And obviously the table build as well. So the window I made, again, haven't finished. Oh, there's something behind it. So So I need to plaster the ceiling. I've made 2 skylights in this side. We used a nice curvy, we used a curved eucalyptus beam to give us a nice look, rustic look. The ceiling beams. And another one here. Another skylight in this side, over the table. Table needs finishing as well. So there you have it. Now, a quick question. Since I've installed this log burner and oven, we've lit it once in 2.5 years. So we're thinking we could do without it. And I'm thinking, Angie's idea, she wants to put a door right through behind the chimney. So, if you want to see how we put a door through a 2-foot thick granite wall, if you want us to do that, let us know in the comments. You can see where the archway, there's a sort of an archway here. I can either do an arch top or we can have a big lintel like this. Let us know what you think in the comments. Again, it's the same floor same tiles we put down as in the lounge. As you can see, they flow through. Just an old random rustic look we like. So on to a bit of a workshop build for me. This was the original bread oven which was in the lean-to area at the back of the house. So this is a complete mess of the junk of my workshop which I've just been using to throw tools in, and then yeah, hoping to do this, what I'm doing now, at some stage in the future. A bit later in the day now, so we can get on with demolishing the base of the original bread oven. As you can see, things were getting a little dusty, so now we're a bit further down, the dust seems to have stopped. So there we go, that's that little job done. Just turn the camera around so I can show you. So in the next video I'll probably do a little short piece about how to tie some reinforcing bar into this and pour it with concrete. After we've concreted the floor, I'll probably power wash the walls off and render them. Just a quick update on the bees. They're very busy. We've had rain for 2 days and now the sun's come out. Still coming back with pollen. And I've not seen any sign of a hornet. I quickly checked the trap and there are 3 or 4 in there. But it's all frothy, so I can't really show you. But it seems to be working. If you didn't see our last video, please check it out where we had a bit of a trouble with some hornets, some wax moth and some paper wasps as well. And there's some actual live footage of a hornet catching one of our honeybees. So on the way back from the bees, I found this. Looks like a young European hornet. I have no idea what he's doing to himself. I'll try and pick him up to get a closer look. There he is. Cause of a lot of our troubles. Oh, I'm shaking. I guess this one won't be troubling any more bees.
Well, as Nick has taken centre stage on this whole video, I'm going to do our little goodbye. Thank you for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it, and the main thing is thank you ever such a lot for all your support that you've been giving us. We've had loads of subscriptions, really appreciate it. But if you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. And a little side note, you can also buy us a coffee, link below. Bye.